When we think about human evolution, we often picture adult skeletons strong, resilient fossils that survived millions of years. But what if I told you the most groundbreaking clues about our ancient past come from the smallest, most fragile remains? I'm talking about the fossils of children. These rare and precious discoveries are completely rewriting the story of what it means to be human. Unlike adult fossils, which give us a snapshot of a fully grown individual, child fossils are like time capsules of development. They reveal how our ancestors grew, how their brains developed, and the immense challenges they faced in their early years. Think about it. Young bones are thin and delicate, which means they rarely survive long enough to fossilize. So when we find one, it's like discovering a hidden chapter in our evolutionary story. Each tiny bone tells a story of survival, care, and the very beginnings of human society. Let's start with a discovery that turned the world of paleoanthropology upside down. The Tong child. Found in South Africa in 1924, this small skull belonged to a 3-year-old Australopithecus africanus. At the time, scientists believed human evolution began in Asia, and that a large brain was the first major human trait to evolve. The Tong child shattered both of these ideas. Its spine connected to the base of the skull, not the back, proving that our ancestors walked upright on 2 legs long before their brains grew large. This little child showed us that bipedalism came first, setting the stage for everything that followed. It was a revolutionary moment, all thanks to one prehistoric toddler. Fast forward to the year 2000, and another incredible child fossil emerged from Ethiopia. The Dakika child, nicknamed Salam. This was the nearly complete skeleton of a 3-year-old Australopithecus afarensis, the same species as the famous Lucy. At 3.3 million years old, Salam is the oldest child skeleton ever found. Her remains gave us an unprecedented look into early hominin development. Analysis of her bones showed she grew up slowly, much like modern human children, suggesting a long period of dependency on caregivers. This implies strong social bonds and a community that invested time and energy into raising its young. Her shoulder blades were also interesting, showing she was still adept at climbing trees, yet her legs were built for walking. She was a child caught between 2 worlds, trees and the ground, giving us a perfect picture of our evolutionary transition. But perhaps no discovery has been as dramatic and mysterious as the one in the Rising Star Cave System in South Africa. Here, a team of explorers, nicknamed the Underground Astronauts for their ability to squeeze through impossibly tight passages, uncovered a treasure trove of fossils belonging to a new species, Homo naledi. Among the hundreds of bones were the remains of several children. The most astonishing part? It appears these bodies were intentionally placed in this deep, dark, and nearly inaccessible chamber. This discovery challenges our long-held belief that only Homo sapiens practiced complex ritualistic behavior. Could it be that Homo naledi, with brains no bigger than an orange, were deliberately disposing of their dead, including their children? It suggests a level of social and emotional complexity we never thought possible for such an ancient species. It hints at a community that cared deeply for its members, even after death. And what about our closest extinct relatives, the Neanderthals? For a long time, they were portrayed as brutish and unintelligent. But the fossils of their children tell a very different story, one of deep compassion. We have found Neanderthal children carefully buried, sometimes with grave goods like flowers or tools. One famous example is the burial of a Neanderthal child in La Ferracie, France, laid to rest in a shallow pit. This wasn't just discarding a body. It was a deliberate act of care and respect. Examining their teeth is like reading a diary of their short lives. Microscopic lines reveal periods of stress, illness, and malnutrition, painting a vivid picture of the harsh realities of life during the Ice Age. These children's remains show us that Neanderthals weren't unfeeling brutes. They were caring parents who mourned their losses, just like us. So what do all these tiny fossils tell us about ancient parenting? They show that a long childhood has been a hallmark of the human lineage for millions of years. Unlike many animals that mature quickly, our ancestors' children remained dependent for a long time. This dependency wasn't a weakness. It was a revolutionary evolutionary strategy. It meant that strong social groups and cooperative caregiving were absolutely essential for survival. It takes a village to raise a child, as the saying goes, and this was as true for our ancient ancestors as it is for us today. The need to protect, feed, and teach the young forged the powerful social bonds that became the foundation of human society. Cooperation wasn't just a nice idea. It was the key to our species' success. This extended childhood also had another profound consequence. It gave our ancestors' children time. Time to play, time to learn, and time to let their brains grow. The slow development we see in fossils like the Dakika child indicates a long window for learning from adults and peers. Play isn't just for fun. It's how young mammals develop crucial skills for adulthood problem-solving, social interaction, and creativity. The evolution of a long childhood may have been the very thing that allowed our intelligence, our culture, and our incredible adaptability to flourish. Our capacity for innovation and complex thought might have its roots in the playful explorations of prehistoric children. Every time a child fossil is discovered, it forces us to rethink our timeline of human development. We learn that bipedalism is older than we thought, that complex social behavior isn't unique to our species, and that the journey to modern humanity was far more nuanced than a simple, linear progression. These discoveries show that the way we raise our young, the long period of dependency, learning, and social bonding, isn't just a feature of our modern lives. It's a deep-seated part of our evolutionary heritage, a strategy that has been refined over millions of years. Childhood, it turns out, was a driving force in making us who we are. So why does all this matter today? Because these ancient children connect us to our deepest past on a profoundly human level. They remind us that the story of our species is not just one of survival of the fittest, but a story of care, connection, and community. It's a story about parents who protected their young against incredible odds and communities that worked together to ensure the next generation would thrive. Understanding their world helps us understand the very essence of our own humanity. The love and care we give our children today is an echo of the compassion shown by our ancestors millions of years ago, a timeless bond that unites us all. The next time you see a child playing, remember the deep evolutionary journey that made that moment possible. If you found this journey into our ancient past as fascinating as I did, and you want to support our exploration of more incredible stories like this one, please consider becoming part of our community. Every single click, every like, and especially every subscription helps us continue to create this content. It's like being one of our own underground astronauts, helping us uncover new knowledge. So if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching.